Government lends aid to East Bank Demerara School. Government lends aid to East Bank Demerara quarters. Central High School graduates its last class. Mother claims son was falsely accused of illegal gun possession. In the region, thousands march against Colombia's president, and internationally, Australia bushfires smokes blankets Sydney. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Today, Central High School in Georgetown graduated its final class before the school is dissolved next year. Esther Sobers was at the ceremony and filed this report.
Approximately 81 students graduated from the Central High School Friday morning during a ceremony held at the National Cultural Center. The graduation was deemed a momentous moment due to the fact that it will be the last graduation for the Central High School, which has been in existence since 1928. Several former students were in attendance to celebrate with the students, including Minister of State Dawn Hastings Williams.
Today reminds me of the day when Central High School opened its doors and I walked through them into a classroom consisting of a happy bunch of children. Very different, coming from a small hinterland village where probably had 60 children in the entire school, and entering into a secondary school called Central High, greeted by those happy children, I began to get myself transited into that new environment. It was a challenge, but it was also a rewarding one.
Despite the challenges the school faced, the students were able to achieve a 95.7 pass rate. This includes 100% passes in English A and 97 passes in mathematics. The school valedictorian was Marcella Norton.
Agriculture science, 100% passes. Biology, 100% passes. Chemistry, 84.6% passes. Economics, 100% passes. EDPM and English language, 100% passes.
Central High School, which was located on Smythe Street, has been merged with St. Mary's High School, which has now been renamed to New Central High School, located on Princess and Working Ross. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Workers formerly attached to the Wales Sugar Estate will soon receive their severance pay. Yesterday, Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire approved a garnishment order in favor of the Guyana Agriculture and General Workers Union, the union representing the cane cutters. Through the order, the Demerara Bank has been mandated to withdraw from the Guyana Sugar Corporation's account and to turn over to the union some $7.5 million Guyana dollars plus 4% interest from December 7, 2018 until the debt is settled. According to the union, they sought the order to offset outstanding severance payments which were withheld from 107 cane cutters of Wales Estate. When we come back from the break, government assists East Bank squatters and mother claims son was falsely accused of illegal gun possession.
Clearance Mega Black Friday sale on Friday, November 29th. Every item in the store is reduced up to half off and up to 70% off ladies' dresses. Get ladies' tops, jeans, shoes, and skirts, all at half off. Gents shirts, jeans, jerseys, shoes, sneakers, slippers, all at half off. Only pay VAT. Get brands like Levi's, Dockers, and gents suits at 15% off. Remember, it's Clearance Mega Black Friday sale, Friday, November 29th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Quartz and Quartz Optical will be making Christmas wishes come true in November with our annual Christmas Roadshows. The Roadshow team will be in Mahaika on Saturday, November 16, the Gifflin Mall on Sunday, November 17, and Richmond on Monday, November 18. On Tuesday, November 19, we'll be in Linden, and on Wednesday, November 20, we'll be in Bartica. On Friday, November 22, look out for us in New Amsterdam, and on Saturday, November 23, we'll be at Diamond. On Sunday, November 24, we'll be at Parika. And finally, the Main Street Roadshow on Monday, November 25. Just spend $59,999 and over for your chance to spin the wheel to win your purchase free. Get discounts or win one of our other fabulous gifts. Look out for our team at a branch near you for all the fun and excitement of the Quartz and Quartz Optical Roadshow. See you there. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Are you kidding me? Really? So wrong. That is not what we were taught at the Green Generation Guyana camp.
Is this the correct way to do it? Drivers, you have two options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your part in helping us keep the environment clean and healthy. A message from the Ministry of Communities, Green Generation Guyana Sanitation Program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Welcome back. On Monday, Headline News reported on the plight of persons squatting in Grove, East Bank, Demerara. Following this, the Civil Defense Commission, accompanied by a joint ministerial task force, visited the squatting area to distribute aid to the persons in need. George Gonzalez brings us that story.
On Monday, Headline News reported on the influx of Venezuelan migrants to the East Bank of Demerara, more specifically the squatting area along the Grove Riverbank. The new arrivals complained of a lack of social services, assistance, and security, among other issues. Another one of those issues the migrants had to contend with was the unwelcomed response from the area's pre-existing squatters to their arrival, many of whom feared that the entry of the new residents, 150 to be exact, would possibly attract enough negative attention to make them lose their homes.
The government say, don't encourage nobody else to come and build, they come in after their own and do the thing. If they come night and throw down little wood, they come and they bully me. Want to take myself, no problem, telling people one thing over and over.
In response, the governments of Guyana, through the Civil Defense Commission, provided the migrants with food, cleaning supplies, and other essential household items. Additionally, the Ministries of Education, Social Protection, and Public Health are developing programs to give them health services, education, as well as welfare support. According to Minister of Citizenship, Winston Felix, through the support of various international bodies, the government continues to give assistance to Venezuelans who have fled to Guyana.
Ministerial committee has a relationship with the international organizations with respect to support of Venezuelans, whether it's in health, whether it's children's welfare, whether it's trafficking in person. We have that representation on the committee to to address the issues and to make reports and bring us up to date with the current situation.
According to the Department of Public Information, out of the 600 persons who currently reside on the Grove River bank, 150 of them are Venezuelan migrants. Minister Felix noted that registration and relocation of these migrants is the top priority of his ministry. Nevertheless, the current policy of the Ministry of Citizenship is to grant migrants 3-month stay in Guyana. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. Yesterday, the police force held a community outreach on Ali Street in Caneville, East Bank, Demerara. More than 55 residents were in attendance. During that session, several points were discussed, including building better police-community relationships, increased police-community partnerships to combat crime, the formation of youth groups, the formation of community policing groups, citizens policing their community, rehabilitation of the community playground, and the reformation of the community football team. The next meeting is scheduled for Thursday, November 20, 2019. At that meeting, the group plans to form the Community Ground Committee, the CPG formation, and establish a community youth registrar. In response to an ongoing gang war in Agricola, the GPF performed a major sweep of the community. However, the mother of one of the young men who were detained by the police claims that her son was falsely accused of a crime he did not commit. Esther Sober spoke with the mother and she filed this report.
A mother is defending her son's innocence after he was arrested during a major sweep of the community of Agricola, East Bank, Demerara on Thursday morning. According to the concerned mother, who didn't want to appear on camera, her 19-year-old son Kemi Helliger was one of the several persons arrested in the area after a gang war left one person dead. She explained that the police charged her son for an illegal possession of a gun, but she's adamant that there was no gun found on his person as she witnessed his arrest.
And they must have had a search in a house in 4th Street, and they pick up a little girl named Ashanti and an ex-boy. And the claimant I say they find a gun in the yard. I ain't see. I don't know anything if they find a gun or not. But my son, they pick you up in 2nd Street. And they bring you to 2nd Street and they put you in the vehicle. But the next little boy named Baby, they the police beat the boy very bad. And we told them, say, oh God, y'all stop now. Why y'all beating you? Y'all bringing you out. They said, we shut him out. It's now we business. And the girl told us, man, we could do something. When the boy stop call again, they beat you again. And they end up carrying you to break down police station, tie up. And up to now, this child gone to the hospital. He get make a mistake, Rumville. He get Rumville police station right now.
So basically, your son was just lying.
Yes, by hear the shooting up, right? Because the police like to shoot up these bullets in the air, right? And he must run and either must lie down in some gutter. Because I remember he live in 2nd Street. And the whole street, it came people card coming out. And they end up picking him up.
How old is your son and what is his occupation?
My son, he is 19. Sometimes he's doing little mason work and so, but he used to work at Textile Mobile. And since the lock you up at Textile Mobile, he never really get back a thing work.
Why did they lock him up?
No, by the time they said they get the investigations, and they said the Oli for 3 days, and the Lucy afterwards.
Okay, because you're the parent of this young man, and as a parent, you don't want to defend your son.
Yes, and
what proof or evidence you can say that your son was not involved in any criminal activity, or was the one that has any knowledge of this gun?
Yeah, my son have no knowledge of this gun.
Headliners visited the site of the most recent fight of the ongoing gang war in Agricola. Apparently, news of this conflict was only unearthed on Tuesday morning following the murder of 23-year-old Neil Jeffrey of 2nd Street, Agricola. Jeffrey was allegedly beaten by 2 men from an enemy Agricola gang. Headline News was informed that the community has gangs from 1st and 3rd Street who would terrorize the community. Helliger's mother continues to defend her son, claiming that he was not in a gang. Nonetheless, she fears that her son will be charged and wrongfully convicted.
They have a gang in Torres, nobody really can do nothing about the gang, but they're doing what they like, and what they like, and this and that. Sometimes you don't want to know if it's Texas we live in.
Yes. So there's a gang in Agricola that's doing
yes,
this shit.
And they got to get like a gambling then in Torres Street.
And you're saying your son is not involved?
No, he's not. No, he's not involved in that gang.
And you can fairly say that you're swearing for him that
yes.
he's not involved in these criminal activities.
Yes, I could say that. Because I don't know my son had no criminal activities.
Well, of course, I'm saying you have a job, you work,
Yes.
and you're not with your children 24 hours.
Yes, and then, I cannot really swear certain things because I don't be with him all the time. You understand?
But his company keeps.
Yeah, the company
What about
did.
his friends?
But the friends, but I put this particular part where I'm speaking about, then only with nothing. And I believe my son shall take a charge when they're not only that a gun or anything. Why you must accept that charge and sign it? That is not right.
So they want to force him to sign a statement?
Yes, they wanted to sign a statement and take a picture, and I agree to that.
The Agricola mother plans to continue to fight for her son's innocence as she has sought legal advice on the matter. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up after the break, your regional and international news.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one Amazon tablet or smartwatch every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million to spend on clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win one tablet or smartwatch every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Maison Francois Chocolatier is a lip-willy cake, teasing your taste buds. It's handmade, it's chocolate, it's true, it's healthy, organic, delicious, and nutritious. Have a taste of our chocolates, cakes, and much more in a variety of flavors like never before. Try our peppermint, walnut ginger, coconut rum cream, and pistachio. Only at Maison Chocolatier, 45 Garnet Street, Georgetown. And also indulge in our Saturday and Sunday breakfast, lunch, and afternoon tea only by reservations. Telephone 648-2619. Maison Francois Chocolatier, the best chocolates you ever have.
Tours presents Everything Christmas Village. Rudolph will be on the show, dancing and singing. There's a gift in Santa's village for all ages of children. Come, let's play some jolly games and have fun. So much prizes to be won, yeah. Join us at Everything Christmas Village at the Mary Mums Mall Playground on November the 30th and December the 1st, and continues every weekend until December the 22nd. This village will have games, prizes, booths, business displays. Santa's Village, Rudolph the Grinch, Olaf, and Elsa will be there too. Plus, you can win a trip to Curacao, Harcho Falls, and much more prizes. Remember, free entry with a purchase of a raffle ticket. Get your tickets at Precise Printed on South Road, Bunny's Meat Center on Church Street, and Merriman Small Playground. Sponsored by Eldorado Tours, Answer McCall, Sterling Products, Rubis, Star Party Rentals, Bunny Meat Center, and more.
Welcome back. In the region, in Colombia, demonstrations against pension and tax reforms turned violent. Al Jazeera's Alexandria Rampietti reports.
What started as a union protest against proposed economic reforms turned into one of the biggest mass demonstrations Colombia has seen in recent years. As pensioners, students, teachers, and a growing section of Colombia's middle class joined forces to demonstrate anger and dissatisfaction with the right-wing government of President Iván Duque.
This is very significant for us because we are demonstrating that we are tired, that we don't want to continue living with the government treating us this way. There's a very powerful youth movement in Colombia that's not afraid anymore.
Despite heavy rain, hundreds of thousands rallied in downtown Bogotá and a number of cities across Colombia. Protesters say they were inspired by the unrest in other countries in the region and by a growing array of grievances. Many marched against the slow implementation of the peace deal with FARC rebels and the killings of local leaders, who are dying at an alarming rate. Others feel left behind by an economy, they say, that only grows for some.
We're seeing the results of 25 years of neoliberal policies. They've done 4 labour reforms, 13 regressive tax reforms. The cup is full.
The marches began mostly without incident, but as the rain cleared, confrontations broke out across the city in the early evening. Explosions and tear gas filled the central Plaza Bolívar and surrounding streets as protesters clashed with security forces. Some were injured and dozens arrested.
We're tired. We're tired of being marginalized, of being disappeared. We're tired, you understand? It's time for change.
Confrontations and clashes continued until late in the evening in downtown Bogotá. In Cali, Colombia's third city, the mayor imposed a curfew starting at 7 p.m. When things calmed down, hundreds across the capital took to the streets banging pots and pans in protest. Now the question is if these demonstrations will continue beyond today, and if Colombia will join other countries in the region that have seen continuous unrest for now more than a month. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogotá.
And internationally, Australia's bushfires are growing, with dozens starting in the south, adding to hundreds already burning in New South Wales and Queensland. Al Jazeera's Charlotte Bellis reports.
Ripping through forests and farmland, the bushfires know no limit, spreading to every corner of the country. With the official start to summer still 10 days away, this is unprecedented. Firefighters in the states of Victoria and South Australia have joined colleagues in New South Wales and Queensland in a battle to control the flames, dousing them by land and air using helicopters, light planes, even a Boeing 737.
There it is.
In South Australia, the fire danger warning is labelled as catastrophic. On Wednesday alone, 50 new fires were counted. A code red alert was issued in parts of Victoria State for the first time since 2010, meaning fires would be fast-moving, unpredictable and likely uncontrollable. Melbourne sweltered in its hottest November day since 1894.
We've seen hot weather, we've seen strong winds, and we predicted there would be fires. And this particular point, I don't want to commit to a number around those fires, but at the moment we've got more than 60 fires that have happened across the state. It's important to point out at this particular point in time that we still have a long way to go.
Oh, it's massive. Winds gusting at more than 100 kilometres an hour fanned the flames and knocked out power to thousands. The winds whipped up Australia's trademark orange soil, coating cities such as Madura. Since the fires began last month, they've burnt 1 million hectares of land, an area the size of Lebanon, destroying more than 600 homes and wiping out wildlife.
It's looking more away.
It's believed about 350 koalas have died as their natural habitats turn to ash. Smoke is cloaking various states, forcing the closure of major roads. Strong winds are ensuring even Australians far from the fires feel the consequences. A stubborn, thick haze reached Australia's largest city on Tuesday. As air quality worsened in Sydney, the elderly and children were warned against going outside. Many donned face masks.
Decided to wear it today to help. My nose is irritated and my throat's irritated.
Sydney is barely recognisable, and it's an ominous outlook, with a dry, hot summer on the way. Charlotte Ballas, Al Jazeera.
Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. And that is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. Tune in on Monday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website at headlinenewsguyana.com for more news. Until then, take care. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update.